I let myself get overwhelmed. I think I don't even know. Honestly, I have so many fucking problems that it is ridiculous.
Mhm.
So yeah.
Shit's fucking ridiculous. Fucking ridiculous,
Ridiculous.
ridiculous.
So one of my favorite albums. Yeah.
hmm
But
Fuck
yeah.
yes.
Oh man, what up everybody? Yo, my name is Randy Bell.
Yo, it's your boy A-squared.
This is another NFS podcast.
What?
Yeah. And if this actually comes out on time, then it will be my birthday.
Yay! Man, I wish we had a sound bar so we can have all these sound effects and shit.
Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. There you go.
There we go. Ghetto sound bar. Perfect.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, man.
so,
Another fucking year around the sun and shit.
You took that entire week off, buddy. Like, what you been up to?
Fighting myself.
Elaborate.
Fuck, I never like to elaborate. I don't like to talk about my emotions and shit like that.
I know. I swear we've been doing this for the last little while anyway.
I am the emotionless king. Fuck yeah. Like as you know, we were having a conversation earlier. Just it's essentially can be the fight not only of just the artist, but I feel like the fight of just human and man in general of being put in the place of doing what you have to over doing what you even may be destined to do. Because sometimes, you have to make that sacrifice. As much as I wish, we all, I'll say a good amount of us know what we're meant to do, but in many situations we get stuck in what either could be just a dead-end job or just, something that actually is more viable for our life, right? And I know a lot of people who are successful are like, just give it up and just do whatever the hell you want. You just gotta go and grab life by the balls. And I'm like, yeah,
Easier said than done.
very much so. So I'll never act. I mean, I hope I don't act because I can't be a person who say I'll never be that guy. I'm like, maybe I will be. Once I'm successful, I'll be like, huh, I get it. I get it now. Now that I have my millions, but at the same time,
Million pesos.
Hey, fuck, I'll take it. Just to say that I'm a millionaire, yo.
Yeah.
You know what? That's what I'm gonna do. I'm
that.
gonna go to the bank tomorrow and see how much 1,000,000 pesos is. I'm gonna change it just to hold that for a day, just to go stun on Instagram, throw that shit around.
You know that's worth $30, right?
I mean, shit, I'll take it. Whatever, you know what? I gotta go find out what the lowest currency is, and then just switch my money to that so I could get $1 million of it, and then just be like, yo,
I'm set.
like, guys, I'm balling.
Balling. God damn, I haven't heard that song in a while.
Apparently, the lowest currency is Iranian rial.
Spell it?
Iranian.
Yeah.
Rial, it'd be like dial, but with an R instead of a D.
Oh. Really?
This is from a quick search, so meh.
Yeah.
Whether I'm wrong or right, I don't know. Either way, I guess I'm gonna be changing my money into that, and then never changing it back because I'll never get whatever I put into it.
Overinflation, man. It's not going to be worth anything anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
Yeah, go on. But yes, life of an art. Holy shit. I mean, sorry. I need to get off this.
Did you actually see what it was?
0.000030 cents.
Canadian?
Yes.
Oh my god.
Right? Right? Like,
So I can hypothetically cash in my check in Ryle.
yeah.
and I'd be rich.
And you could ball out.
Huh. Now
Wow.
this went.
Sorry, I'm so distracted by this, but I'm just like, let me see. Yeah, to get $1 million, all I need is $30.08.
I told you.
I mean, this just goes to show you, everybody, you're a millionaire somewhere.
Lesson of the day.
I mean, I'm gonna go to the bank tomorrow and get some Iranian dollars out there and just start throwing them up. Start stunting on people. See?
I'm rich.
I'm already a millionaire, son. Hey, everybody, you were already millionaires. You just gotta look for that currency. Iranian rials, yo, I'm already a millionaire in Iran. I'm just taking my time to be a millionaire here.
Facts, man. Facts.
It don't cost $30.
Yeah, imagine if life was like that though, man. Shit.
I mean, it is if you just saw that, like, bro. Like
No, then like Canadian,
a week of pay here with minimum wage, bro. You are living lavishly.
Mm-hmm.
Though I don't know like how everything. I don't know how like the costs of everything and how life exactly works in Iran. So,
Exactly.
I'm not gonna get super ignorant on on this situation. I'm just more like, hey, if I change my money to that, I can officially call myself a millionaire.
Yes.
This is how you fake it until you make it. This is how you fake it before you make it, actually.
For real though.
Shit. I'm already hyped, son. Let me call my bank right now. Yeah.
Not even in his birthday yet.
That's the whole point. I gotta prep them for my birthday.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Shit. Another year around the sun, just rotating and shit, and I don't know.
The struggle's along with it.
I mean, yeah. I mean, right now, like I said, I guess we'll go back to the artist talk. I just had to, make myself feel better about it for a moment. Yeah. Yeah. I like I said, it's a thing of fighting yourself. In many different in what you feel like you're destined and what you feel like you need, not just want to do. Because I feel like our jobs are. It was a need at one point, but then it's just like we want to do it because we're comfortable there, and it's hard to change. And I feel like that's one of the things in my mind, and like having to deal with so many issues in my life and in my career, more so musically, it's kind of put a damper, and I'll say like I've become damaged goods in a sense, right?
Yeah. I know you've been through hell and back in the last decade of you being in the music career, right? So
yeah.
So of course I can understand. I can only empathize with you on that fact. It's the fact that like you've been through so much hell that it feels like what you're doing right now in your day job, lack of a better word, is one of your more comfortable. Like it's one of your more comfort, your safety net, really.
I hate to even use that word because I do not. Yes, it's a safety net, but I'm like, it's not comfortable. I don't know. I hate it.
I know.
I hate my job.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I say I'm constantly in a fight with myself because I'm like, sorry, I hate my job. I love what I do. I believe myself to be talented in what I do and that I'm actually good at what I do. The only issue is with that internal fight with myself, I am constantly holding myself back when I know that I believe in myself because I don't care for what anyone else has to say. But I truly believe that I could be successful and could actually get to where I want to go if I were just to essentially break out of this mental block of in my head and push forward. But I keep kind of holding myself because again there's those quote unquote traumas, probably is, I know, but whatever. I stop myself from that. I stop myself from doing that and building that consistency because again, like I said, I'm like with this fight in my head, it's this feeling of like once I do this, I know like there's a part of me that is extremely excited because I love it.
Yeah.
I fucking love just creating. I love telling stories, writing, and all kinds of stuff, and just imagining all of these different kinds of things. I am extremely passionate about that. So there's
Yeah.
that part
It's
of
the
me
part of you
that
that
wants to
really
do that.
wants to.
But
Yeah.
then there's
Exactly.
the part of me that is nervous about I guess making that stupid mistake of letting the next wrong person in to essentially mess up everything. And it's a thing that I'm
Yeah,
like,
but at
I'm
this point,
truly in power. Like that's
yeah,
like there
exactly.
truly isn't an issue. That's why it's like it's more of a mental thing, because there isn't truly an issue. Because again, if someone comes in, I can just simply say fuck off. As simple
Good.
as that. But yeah, I'm still just, there's still like little things in my mind that are just stopping me, because again, when your brain gets associated with something being comfortable, it has a tendency to fight change, because
Oh,
say,
tooth and nail, man.
but that's what it is. At least I remember from, I can't remember where I got the source from, but yeah, where it's like when you become comfortable in doing something consistently, your brain will stay with that and be cool with that. And when you try to change it, you will end up having a huge fight with yourself, but you can
But
change
it's human
change your
nature. Yeah.
you can change your habits. But yeah,
Yeah, fundamentally, that's become the human nature, and people tend to take the easy way out, the one that takes less effort and less energy. But
of
ironic to
course,
that is the fact that if that's your if taking the like, it's not really taking the path of least resistance, because like you're still miserable in what you do. Like if you don't really love what you do, and yet you think you give this illusion to yourself that it's the comfortable path, and it really you really are losing faith, or lack of a better word, yeah, you're losing faith with yourself, because you could have done so much more, and it becomes a bigger regret than you think
and hindsight becomes 2020.
every single time, man.
Yeah, that's honestly what it is. So that's why I always am constantly looking. And again, having so much issues happen in the last year, and in just these last 10 years, like the 2010s it was great, and it was fucking horrible.
Yeah, it
Like
was the best and worst for you, I
like
remember.
there was a lot of opportunities there was a lot of opportunities missed, and a lot of things gained, a lot of things lost, and it was just always an up and down situation for me, kind of with the whole moving around and always trying to fix and whatever. So now
Yeah.
it's kind of like, I just got to a point where I just had to shut down. I know I had to shut down, and now I've come to the place where I'm like, I'm trying to reset again. And constant resets, I won't lie, I'm like, shit is hard. Shit is hard, because you
Yeah.
just kind of like I'm at a point again, like where it's, I know I could feel it in the back of my mind, just like screaming, just like, I love this, so I can't quit. But then there's just like that other part of me that's just like, I'm tired and I don't really want to do it anymore. But I can't give up, because where I am, yes, good money, and I could live comfortably, but I'm not
Like Iran,
I'm,
Ryle comfortable.
I mean, don't tempt me, son.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's just like, I know I'm not gonna be happy.
No.
I've tried, I won't even lie, I have tried to like let go. Like a part of me was wanted to let go so bad, but the other part of me is like, got this grip on me that is not having it. And I'm glad that I have that passion. But again, from my standpoint, this is something that I've been doing since I was young. Again, because I love just creation of of just any kind of story. It's been a thing. Like me and my best friend Ryan have known each other for over like 27 years, and as kids growing up, we used to always play toys and always used to make different kinds of deep ass stories, pretty much for kids. Like a lot of things that were, of course, things that were inappropriate, things that were whatever. Because we used to watch animes and things like that. We used to love Dragon Ball Z, so we used to always kind of like poke fun at that and those kind of
Mm-hmm.
things. And it was just like, yeah. And that's just always been something with me, because it was like playing with toys and making stories there. But then also when it came to being with like family and other friends and telling stories was just one of those, it was a highlight for me. I loved it. Just like, and that's where
Mm-hmm.
even looking at acting, even though I know it's not telling the
Mm-hmm.
story, but being in the story and getting to act it out was such a crazy thing that I loved, because I found myself watching, like I found myself like even just watching Fresh Prince of Bel-Air and loving it. But I don't know but what really grabbed me was the fun aspect of it, because it was more so the bloopers at the end, where you just see everyone just kind
Yes.
of having fun, breaking character because they'd forget their lines. And I
Mm-hmm.
don't know, something about that just grabbed me, and it was just like, I want to do this. And then I
Mm-hmm.
started essentially forming my life around entertainment. So that's where I'm like, I went
Mm-hmm.
from wanting to act, small time wanting to dance, but dance is more just like a hobby for me that I haven't done in a
Mm-hmm.
while. I think a lot of people ruined it because they're just like, dance, and I'm like, I'm not your fucking monkey. But yeah. But yeah,
Oh man.
and then yeah, music, and then music came. Of course, that was you and myself, and we already did the whole
Of course, of course.
full circle with that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, man,
So
it's a constant battle with myself, because a part of me is just like, I think I keep telling myself that I'm like, if I start this time, I can't stop. And the thing is, I'm
yeah,
like, I know if I don't stop, it's going to go well.
yeah.
And I know anybody listening to this, there's going to be some people that fully understand, and there's going to be some people like, what is he, fucking stupid? I'm like, yes. But bear with me. Like, it's honestly because there is a thing. I know I used to talk with friends a lot about it, where I'm like, with us as people, there tend, again, like with that whole not wanting to change, there's that fear of success, because the fear of that huge change, when you start getting that into your mind, you start to get a little nervous, depending on how long you've been in your certain lifestyle. That huge
Yes.
change will potentially scare you.
Yeah.
And that's where I'm standing right now. I'm like, it's not even like it's being offered, but at the same time, just the thought and the concept can kind of frightens me. But at the same time,
Mm-hmm.
like, it excites me, and I'm like, I feel as if I'm ready, but I don't think you'll ever be ready for anything in this world. But
No.
it's something you gotta push yourself to adapt to, and that's what I am currently trying to do with every aspiration I have. So yeah, yeah,
That's good, man.
a little deep dive into Randy Bell.
It'll be the only deep dive we'll ever do, right?
Yeah, you're never gonna get this again from me. I swear to God. If you ever ask me about my emotions, just listen to my freaking music. You'll hear it there. God,
God.
I don't like conveying my emotions. I like doing it in my art. That's why I do so
Mm-hmm.
many. That's why I try to do so many things.
No, facts, man.
Yeah.
Facts. No, all it is at this point is just like you have to take the jump and just go for it. So I hope it actually comes out for you because I know like you've like even in the last decade, like when we're talking back and forth about this, is the fact that you have taken the first step and say, okay, this time around I'm not gonna stop. But I guess it's the pride of the fact that, oh look, people are coming around me, and it's that little ego trip that eventually causes you to actually
No,
stop again.
not
Yeah.
really. It's not really an ego thing where I'm like, I feel big or
Mm-hmm.
whatever, big and bad, or I hate that people are coming around.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it's like a good and a bad thing that our family uh loves to help. Like my
Mm-hmm.
sister, myself, my mom, and all that. Like we love to help. We love to put the helping hand out always. And it's
No, of
like
course,
people
yeah.
who come around me, I believe that I'm like, I believe that it's always a good thing to come up with people. You know,
Oh no, of course,
have
yeah.
a good circle
Mm-hmm.
around you that'll keep you grounded, right?
Yeah.
So you don't end up flying off. You don't end up fucking flying off and doing some stupid shit. So that's why. So when people come around, if I believe in their sound and all that
Mm-hmm.
kind, or like just believe in what they're doing, because you see everything, then a part of me is just like,
Yes.
yeah, I'm with it.
Mm-hmm.
The But the issue is, in certain aspects, certain people aren't as serious, and a lot of
Yeah,
people
and
don't
they.
a lot of people don't realize, doesn't matter what, again, it doesn't matter what career you're going into, it is hard, it is tedious, it is annoying as fuck. I know
Oh
this
fuck yes.
because I've had to do it. Especially
Hmm.
being an independent artist, you have to essentially learn to do everything. You have to fund everything. Again, everyone's always asking you for money or you for answers, and it's like, yeah,
Hmm.
you gotta be able to know your limits. You gotta be able to know yourself and you gotta be confident in yourself and do what you
Exactly.
need and make sure that you put yourself ahead.
Hmm.
A lot of people will come around and potentially they may have actually good intentions. I won't say everyone's evil, but at the same time, they may have the right intentions, but they may not have the right execution, in which that can bring you to a place of slowing you down.
Hmm.
And I think
Yeah, and I'm.
one of the things that I'm like, I used to like live, or I used to live by, and I think I fell off of that horse for a bit, was like a long time ago when I was a kid and I was doing cross country. It was
Hmm.
one of my friends. We were doing the race, and at one point
Hmm.
I was fucking failing, y'all. I was I wish I could be like, I came in first place, but no. I was doing horrible, but I didn't take this
Participation trophy.
basically. But I didn't take this seriously. I wasn't taking cross country seriously. I honestly just did it to get out of school. But that's besides the point. I was running and I was doing my thing, and then
Hmm.
saw one of my boys. So I was like, oh shit. I'm like, yo, bro. Oh, so you losing at this too? And he's like, nah, man. I was just waiting for you. And I'm like, what? And the thing about that is, it pissed me off so much because
Yeah.
because I was like, yo, don't wait for me. If you can win this, win this.
Hmm.
Don't worry, I'll get there. Not
Hmm.
first, but I'll get there.
Yeah.
And it's been one of the things that I've kind of lived by, where I don't want, where if anybody ever has an opportunity, I never want you to stop because you believe you need to wait for me or you need to bring me. If you have an opportunity, take it. Don't
Yes.
just sit there and wait to be like, I don't know, maybe I'll wait for me so me and Randy could come. No, go do your thing. Hey, if you ever get an
Hmm.
opportunity where you can lend a helping hand, if I have not been able to catch up because
Hmm.
whatever situations, but you still believe that I am worth it, then go ahead and help. But
Hmm.
make sure that you focus on your career. And that's where I kind of fucked up because I started looking at so many other people and I started doing what my friend did and I started trying to slow down and go back for people, and
Oof.
I know
And.
I've lost opportunities, and there's lots of them that people haven't seen, and it's like people don't
Hmm.
understand. They'll get mad at me because I might act away, but I'm like, you don't understand like the shit that I'm
Hmm.
losing and the shit that I've worked for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I
So
thought
it's
it.
like,
And when we started, yeah, when we started NFS, like that was the first thing that we both agreed upon is the fact that if either one of us has that opportunity,
take
like
it. Yeah.
fucking like just yeah, take it. And I've lived by that rule. I was like, yeah, even with my girlfriend right now, with Lotus, is that as it stands right now, it looks like she's well ahead of where I'm supposed to be. And I said, no, keep going. Don't wait for me. Because if
Yeah.
you wait for me, I'm gonna get mad.
Exactly. He'll
Yeah.
be in the kitchen.
You're making the money, so I can
where a
just fucking
man
relax now.
where a
Shit.
man is supposed to be.
I'll
Cook
make your sandwich.
cooking and cleaning. Yeah, no, but yeah, no, so it's been one of those things, and I've been very much having to break myself out of this because it's something, because it is a place that I put myself. I never care to put the blame on other people because
Hmm.
I believe that any situation that someone may have brought into your life, you let them come in. You invited them
Yeah,
in. So
yeah. No, I totally believe that.
take your problems, so take whatever issues and just throw them away. Understand that, hey, it was only able to happen because you let it happen. This doesn't mean that you need to sit
Hmm.
down and dwell and shame yourself. Just understand
Hmm.
that it's a situation that you now need to learn from and try and make sure that it doesn't happen again. You're never going to be
Yeah.
perfect. You're always going to stumble. That is what I am doing right now, trying to get back into what I love so much because I
Hmm.
can't leave it. So,
No, I really hope
yeah.
you do get back into it, man. Fuck. Because I've seen the work that you've done, man. Like I know the fucking potential that you have, and it just like it pains me that like it's still like it's you that's holding you back, and I'm kind of mad at you because you are holding yourself back.
Who the fuck do you
If you
think
catch
you
my,
are? No. Who the
I know
hell
what you can do.
gave you the gall to tell me what I just told you? No.
This motherfucker.
Yeah,
Oh
no.
shit.
I know, because I know I got people, because I'm like, I see people who are interested, because I know one of the things that I did have hold me back was the fact that I'm like, there's a lack, what I felt as was the lack of eyes, because I'm just like, bro, nobody's watching me. And I'm like, but then, you know, you get people who will tell you later on, they're like, yo, I've been watching, I've been idolizing you, or whatever, you know, just again, like we were
You
talking
know?
about it the other night, where you said, hey, you had somebody who you found out who really looked up to you, even in your darkest times, right?
Yeah. Yeah,
Uh,
about a decade ago, I was in my darkest place, and then they came up to me and said that, yeah, you know, I idolize you, right? I was like, really? And they only just told me that recently too, and I never knew. And then I told them like, you do realize that it was one of my darker times. I was like, I know, but like, you still kept going, and that's what inspired me to keep on going to where I wanted to go to. I was like, oh,
yeah.
the feels.
It is a good feeling.
Hmm.
I've had those situations. Just like, yeah.
Hmm.
Then you know
Yeah.
you have those down days, and it's gonna happen. It's fine. I know that.
Hmm. Yeah.
Like I've had so many
I've always had hidden fans.
I've had so many conversations with people about the situations that I'm like that I'm going through, that they're going through, and it's like I've helped a lot of people, and I'm like, huh, never helped
Hmm.
myself. Always a
It's
bride,
easier to help other people though.
always a bridesmaid, never a bride. No.
Jesus Christ, dude. I am using that as a fucking title.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah. But yeah, through this I'm really pushing and striving to change this year. I've had like there's just been so much that has happened, that has been bad, that has been good, that has just been, I feel, even
Hmm.
over dramatized in my life, that I know I told myself that this year has to be different. I don't need, like,
Hmm.
I'm not trying, again, I'm not setting these huge goals. I'm trying to be, of course, be realistic with the limitations we have of this year. But I know I'm just
Hmm.
trying to do things personally for myself to see what I can do. I know I said, like,
Hmm.
I'm trying to do a lot of stuff on my own, because I don't want anyone to come around for me just for me to think like, man, I let them in to mess things up again. Where now it's kind of like, if I mess things up, I'd like to mess it up my damn self. Like, I don't
Yeah.
need you to come in and tell me how to fuck it up. I could do it on my own. Trust me.
Coming like a wrecking ball, eh? Shit.
Damn right, son. Like like a drunk wrecking ball.
Ah!
I might hit it. I might not. But yeah.
As long as I tried, right?
Hey, as long as I did it, that's all I really want right now. Is right now I just want to
Hmm.
focus on making sure that I do everything that I want and in the way that I would like to do it. And when I get to a certain point, hey, maybe I'll ask for some advice from someone else. But for this time right now, it's I have to be in the mindset of just fuck off to everybody
Hmm.
and just do what I
Good.
do to grow.
Good. And I wait here with bated breath.
So I'm gonna go to bed now, and
Okay, that's good. Productivity, guys. Productivity.
I feel like I've done enough for the day.
This motherfucker, man. Shit.
I'm actually in the midst of shooting something I wrote. Um, yeah, I had to
All
stop.
right.
I had to stop because I had an interview. I
Oh
I
shit.
can't really talk too much about it because you'll see. Yeah. Anyways, but yeah,
You're kidding.
yeah, no. Well, I had the single coming out, so you know,
Hmm.
you gotta reach out and see whatever happens. You
Hmm.
know, throw as much shit on the wall and see what sticks. Um,
Facts.
yeah, but yeah, no. So that happened. You know, applied to see if I could get on a bunch of playlists, see if I'm worthy enough. it's
Hmm.
it's always a process. It's the part of music. It's the part of art that just sucks because it's just like okay.
Yeah, and especially because you don't have a team around you doing it for you, like you have to do it on your own. And I
Yeah.
get that as an independent artist myself.
A part of me wishes like yeah I wish, but at the same time I'm grateful and I'm kind of happy because I like to learn new things and I like to kind of
Oh,
figure out and
definitely.
understand because I don't need anyone coming to me and being like, nigga, you don't know what it is to do all this. I'm like, no, I do. I've
Hmm.
I've done enough in my career. I've set up a show, done the payments, had to make posters, all that kind of shit.
Hmm.
Make the advertisements, do all the editing for the videos and all that kind of stuff. I've done it. So
Hmm.
yeah,
Hey, you've been around the block, so
yep. I've done a lot. So it's just now like yeah, doing it. Oh,
now
now
it's
it's
just
just like
executing it.
now not even execute. It's just doing it for me. Like I did
Good.
that. Like yes, it was though during those times it was a part of me, but at the same time it was for everyone else. It was for everyone else as well as myself. So yeah, I'm like
Hmm.
not every situation I'm in regret of. It's just yeah, I'm only regret where I left myself to stand
Hmm.
because I'm not only doing this for myself. I want to actually be able to take care of my family and you know
Hmm.
not have to work
No, of course, of course.
this dead end ass job for the
Hmm.
rest of my life. Because us
Of course, man.
millennials,
Oh, millennial now,
I mean, today I thought I'd make you feel a little bit better, but Gen Z for life.
huh? This motherfucker. What, you some like privileged, like brilliant child when we were in high school together? Shit.
High school together. I don't know what you're talking about, sir.
This motherfucker.
I was born in '99, so I am a '90s baby, but
Yeah, shut the fuck up, man. Your Illuminati year tomorrow, man. Just accept it.
I don't know what you're talking about, sir. I don't know anything about Illuminati. There must be some '90s or '80s kid stuff. I don't know.
Yeah, shut the fuck up. Someone will figure it out.
What did you guys listen to music on? No. Why don't you tell them about
What
that?
is this? What is this vinyl you speak of?
What was that cassette?
What is
that
a tape?
was that like a old playlist or something?
Can you stream it?
I heard people talking about mixtapes and I was like, what? Dat Piff? No.
Dude, that's even older than fucking streaming.
I'm talking about like the original mixtapes.
Oh, right, right.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Down by the bodega, I was like, holy shit, there's an actual mixtape.
Bodegas. What the fuck do we have any bodegas here, nigga? This is Toronto. This is we in Mississippi. Shit, you didn't even live in Toronto. You lived in Mississauga. Shit.
Dude, I was fucking thing. I was quoting fucking. What was I watching?
New
Evolution of Hip Hop.
Yorkers? I was like, New Yorkers?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, Evolution of
That's
Hip Hop. Like, yeah,
yeah.
just
I'm like
the word bodega flash. I was like, yeah, oh, yeah, the corner stores and shit.
I was like bodegas, nigga. That's New York. We don't got bodegas
Yeah,
here. We just got the corner stores.
yeah, exactly.
every every convenience store is a corner store. It doesn't matter.
No, even if it's like 20 corners down from you, right?
Yeah. Even if it ain't even really on the corner, it don't matter. Still
Exactly.
the corner store.
Shit, man.
I miss the corner store.
Honestly,
I
fuck.
I miss freedom, to be honest. So I
Hmm.
am so tired of being stuck inside. It's depressing. I think that's a part of my depression too. Just being stuck inside because I am a
Hmm.
person who loves to roam.
Hmm. Also, added to that too, like most people in the beginning of the year are usually depressed too, like the winter depression. I've been hearing studies about that too.
No, well, I mean, I have other reasons to be depressed around this time of year,
Well,
but
yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
So
I know that, but
yeah, like not just winter. Again, I don't really care. I actually like winter. Again, I was
I don't.
for my birthday. If the pandemic wasn't gonna be here, I was planning to go up north and do some white people shit and actually go snowboarding and skiing and get like a Airbnb up there. And just have a good time
Hmm.
with a bunch of the peeps. But I mean,
Yeah, thanks for the invite, hypothetically.
well, what fucking invite? Because where the fuck am I going? Not a goddamn place. As you notice, I'm doing a staycation at my house.
You've been at staycation for the last like 9 months now. Shit.
Exactly. I haven't gone a damn place. Yeah.
God damn, man.
Sad, sad, sad. But
No, I'm hoping that like things would turn around, especially with this pandemic. I just want this to like move forward and just regress, and then so that people can actually get up and about again without being stupid about it.
yeah,
But
it is what it
hoping,
is.
right?
Yep, can't control the people. Just control yourself. So again,
Exactly.
as I have to do, I hope everyone else tries to do for themselves. Is try and just push yourself to do something that you
Hmm.
truly want to do. Again, I can't
Hmm.
pressure you. I can't do the motivational speeches and shit because I'm like, yo, I'm in the process. So
Hmm.
why
Well,
watch
there we
as
go. we,
watch as me and A-squared both struggle through and trip and fall constantly and have to get back up as we go through our
mhm,
journeys because we both hitting the reset button on our lives to change things for the better.
mhm. But it's always like that's been the MO at this point is the fact that like we've always had to adapt to whatever the situation is. And it's the hardest thing to actually readjust. And like you said earlier, it's the fact that your brain is so comfortable doing said routine that even if it is the routine that you love and then something comes in the way, it kind of fucks things up a little. But we will stumble, but we will try to actually move, or we will try to actually keep moving forward with this,
I mean,
especially for myself anyway.
thank you for stumbling through my exit, but okay, whatever.
Perfect.
Yeah, I was really just trying to do a nice little send off there, but thanks. It's cool, whatever. Hey, you want to just fucking stumble and trip
Fuck it over
over
both of
all of
us.
that shit? I'm like, nigga, I said it already.
Right.
Yeah.
Fine, whatever.
Trying to wrap this shit up before it hits the 40-minute mark. But yeah,
Has
no, not yet. But I hope everyone enjoyed. Again, this podcast, as you guys can even see, this podcast is finding itself as we figure out what the hell we're trying to talk about. But yeah,
hmm
just join the journey. I hope you guys enjoy everything that we say.
hmm
I hope that we'll be able to have a lot of teachable moments for you guys or inspirational moments or whatever. We'll do
facts.
our best, but hey, it is what it is.
hmm
Either way, I'm
Do whatever we
Randy.
can.
I'm Randy Bell.
And my name's A-squared.
This was another NFS podcast. Peace, easy.
All right, peace.